Hi, everybody. So far, we've looked at variables, functions, and objects. Now, finally, let's look at strings. So what are strings? Just to recap real quick, strings are basically just text blocks. So any variable that stores a text value, such as hello, is a string. I can actually type it in the Python console for you to take a look over here. So hello. And then if I were to do type of name, you will see it's a string. Now, let's look deeper into what strings are. So strings are actually a collection of characters. What that means is that in this case, each character of the string, which is R, U, S, and H, they're all their own objects. And the string is just collecting them all together. What that means is that when a memory chunk is allocated for a string, let's say when we say name equals Rush, what Python does is that it allocates 4 blocks of memory. And then in each block, it places each individual character. And then finally, the variable name is bound to the beginning of that block, right? So over here, name points to this collection of little objects where each object is a character. We can also pick out individual characters from the string with the square braces. This is also called finding indexes or using indexes to refer to different characters of a string. And when we try to count, we start from 0. So the first leftmost character is at the 0 location, and then each character after that is 1 location after that. Let's look at that real quick. So we've already said name. Let's say name equals to Rouge, right? Oh, Rouge. Now, if I were to refer to name of 0, I get the character R. If I were to do name of 1, I get U. Name of 2 is S. Name of 3 is H. What happens if I do name of 4? Here we go. I get an error. The error actually has a message over here. It says string index is out of range. What that means is that the index that we use, which is 4, it is outside of the range of the string itself, right? Because our string does not have more than 4 characters. And when you say name of 4, you refer to the 5th character because 0, 1, 2, and 3 are the first 4 characters. I hope that makes sense, right? So again, name is a 4-character string, Rouge. You can also try to find ranges in the names, and ranges in strings. Let me share the slide real quick for that. So we looked at accessing a single character using indexes. You can use ranges by passing in multiple numbers in the square braces, and you get a range within the string. How it works is that the range has the basic form where the first number is the start offset and the second number is the stop offset. What happens is that you start at the start offset and then you return characters up to but not including the stop offset. That sounds a bit wordy, but it's pretty easy to understand. Let's say I have a new string. Let's call this class name. And I'm going to call this introduction. Actually, let's call it what the class of this name, what the name of this class is. Programming for all 1. Okay, we're going to work with the string. It's called class name. If I were to refer to it as class name of 0, any guesses? Think about it. What would class name of 0 be? It would be P, which is the first alphabet, right? Class name of 2 would be P, R, and O, 0, 1, and 2. So O. Now, if I wanted to access a range, I could do something such as 0 to 7. What this will do is it'll start from 0 and go up to 7. So if I were to scroll up over here and count with me, everybody. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do not include 7, right? So we should get program as the output. There we go. So that's what ranges do. Ranges give you a range of a string. It gives you a substring. It's called a substring, and the number and the two indices or the two index that you pass to it. The first one is the start offset. The second one is the stop offset. Let's do one more example real quick. You can start from somewhere in the middle. I can start from 10, and I can go on to, let's say, 18. So let's quickly go back up and check whether this is valid or not, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So G is location 10. So it should start from G. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is what the output should be, G4AL. I'm assuming my counting is correct. Right there, G4AL. So that's what ranges are. The second function that I want to teach you with respect to strings right now is called a length function. So right now, I know we just try to manually count the string length, but we can just calculate the string length by just using the length function. So I can just say length of class name, and it tells me how long the string is. It's 21 characters long. I have a previous string, which was Roosh, right? So if I do length of name, right there, it's 4. You can see right here, my previous variable name was Roosh. It has a length of 4, and class name has a length of 21. Okay, that was a lot. So what I recommend everybody is that go open PyCharm or open Python on your own computer. Try out some of these examples. Try to use functions, try to use variables. Try to use variables that are a little bit more complex. Try to use something like pi equals to 22 divided by 7, and then see the value of pi right there. Try to do calculations on your own. When you come back to class, we will work with some examples. We will work through we'll solve some problems using these top concepts we learned today. But yes, make sure you practice, and if you have any questions, use the discussion forums. That counts as participation. You're participating. Use the discussion forums on Canvas, and we can talk more and answer any questions that you might have about this. Okay. I will see you in class on Wednesday.